Every morning we ask ourselves one question. What does it really take to build a livable city? In a place like Bengaluru, a city growing faster than almost anywhere else in India, this isn't just a design question. It's a civic question, a cultural question, and most of all, a human one. This question has shaped everything we've done in our first year at the BLR Design Centre. Because in a city that's transforming at extraordinary speed, we need spaces where people can pause, reflect, learn, and act together. Not as isolated citizens, but as a community that recognizes the stakes of this moment. That's not a luxury. It's absolutely essential. And the reason for that urgency? It's staggering. We are living in India's urban century. From 377 million urban residents in 2011 to a projected 900 million by 2050, the future of the entire country is being written in its cities right now. And we have to get this right. You can build all the flyovers and metro lines in the world. That's just the hardware. Real transformation happens in the software. The way we inhabit the city, breathe its air, walk its streets, and take part in its culture of community, innovation, and imagination. For that, we need residents who are empowered with the tools to truly see the city, understand how it works, and have a say in shaping its future. That's why we started the BLR Design Centre, a civic platform run by Mod Foundation, an urban action and research institute that has spent more than a decade studying Indian cities deeply and shaping them with care. A space where people can understand the city, question it, collaborate for it, and design its future together. So how did we go about doing this? We began with something fundamental, helping people truly see Bengaluru. Through our Walk on Bangalore sessions, we opened up rare archival maps and traced the city's layered histories. Working with children, young adults, and the general public, we saw something extraordinary. We traced the stories of our tanks and water systems through the city's relationship with water. We watched people rediscover a city they thought they already knew. Give young minds a glimpse into design, space, and systems thinking, and they respond with clarity, empathy, and imagination. When you build on a lake, where do the fish go? Why don't we have a large park in the city after Carbon Park? We put on exhibitions, held film screenings, data jams, and talks that brought everyone from school children, interested citizens, and city planners into the same room. And for us, success wasn't about how many people showed up. It was about the questions they started asking. When you hear people asking things like this, you know you're building a more informed, more observant city. And that's the real win. In a city that changes at the speed of light, it's so easy to forget where we've come from. We believe that by archiving, documenting, and building tools, we can make better decisions about where we are going. The heart and soul of the centre is BLR Reads, our public library and archive. It's literally a space where anyone who's curious about the city can come and just dive into its stories through books, maps, photos, everything. More than just a collection, this library is a platform for action. Workshops, book readings, discussions, and community sessions designed for learning, reflection, and collective understanding. To open soon is our collection of over 50 rare archival maps. They're like time machines. You can literally watch the city grow and transform over centuries just by unfolding one of them. It's an incredible experience. Along this database of information on the city, we curated different ways to see it. Rereading Bangalore was an exhibition that invited audience to see the city as a living archive, formed by memories, maps, stories, and everyday spaces. Through literature, film, art, and community research, it scratched the surface of how Bengaluru is continually rewritten and reinterpreted. Another exhibition on the city was under construction, an immersive exhibition examining the city's big-budget mobility infrastructure projects through a critical, citizen-focused lens. It took a hard look at Bangalore's massive mobility projects and asked, okay, But who really benefits from all of this? What does progress actually feel like for the people living in the middle of all this dust and noise? When you start asking those questions, you start imagining other ways of doing things. And that imagination, that's the impact. But knowledge alone isn't enough. Cities change when people talk. Honestly, bravely, and across boundaries. Because let's be real, you can't solve complex city problems from your own little bubble. Cities need neutral ground, where different experts, government agencies, and communities can all meet as equals. We aim to be that ground. What we learned in our first year was just incredible. The city is hungry to collaborate. People want to work together. All that was missing were the spaces and platforms to make it easy. We saw it happen over and over again. To build this ecosystem, we teamed up with such a huge range of partners. We're talking artists, educators, civic agencies, community groups, fighting for their lakes, universities and media partners, you name it. Every single partnership makes the whole network stronger. We started the City Shapers Collective. At its heart, this is a collective of people working on the city. And through this year, we have had to debate who the people designing and acting on the city are. Designers, architects, industrial designers, cultural practitioners archiving the city, bureaucrats, administrators, people creating new types of community, the list doesn't stop there. And we're only excited to see where we go next. How do we move from ideas to action? Through Building a Resilient Bengaluru campaign, we are building a city-wide knowledge base to reclaim waterways and prepare for a flood-resilient future. We held workshops and designed audit guides. Students, researchers, and practitioners mapped and classified stormwater drains, feeding into an open dashboard that belongs to the city. We were part of a network of organizations working on standardized operating protocols for the city's roads, junctions, and blue-green infrastructures. And through workshops like Reimagining Bengaluru's Waterscapes, we brought together communities living along low-lying areas to rethink resilience at the scale that matters most, the scale of neighborhoods and everyday life. This is what urban action looks like, not top-down plans, but collaborative prototypes that allow a city to learn, adapt, and evolve. So what does it take to build a livable city? It takes knowledge, it takes dialogue, it takes imagination, it takes courage. And it takes all of us. Learning, questioning, critiquing, experimenting, and building. In our first year, the BLR Design Centre became more than a space. It became a platform, a community, a catalyst. And we're just getting started. Because the city is changing, because it must. And because together, we can write a future that Bengaluru truly deserves.